Hey guys, alright, so here we are basically running Battlefield 3. So I'm just going to go through a plethora of various different games and trying out Battlefield 3 first. Alright, so right off the bat, something I wanted to note was everybody online is basically telling you that you can't run this game in 4K, that, you just can't run games in 4K. Well, that's totally not true. I've ran already a few games with 4K pretty darn smoothly with pretty high graphics actually, and little to no, I can't notice that there's throttling going on if there is. But we'll be taking a look at all those right now. So go ahead and take a look over here at the graphics. As you can see, everything's pretty much maxed out. Ultra textures, ultra shadows, and all that good stuff. Let me zoom in for you guys. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much maxed out. We've got HBAO ambient occlusion on. You know what? I kept the anti-aliasing pretty much off. I mean, we're already running this game, at 4K. So anti-aliasing, who cares? You really don't need it. I've ran it before with anti-aliasing post on medium to low, and it ran pretty good. But I don't care. I'm just gonna keep it off for now for this test. So yeah, let's take a look and see how good I can do. Alright, let's see here. Gosh, not play this game forever. Alright. It looks like we're capping. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, I actually used to be pretty good at this game. Believe it or not. Alright, let me try that again. Also, I was doing testing on Caspian Border, and the game ran pretty much flawlessly with these ultra graphics on Caspian Border. The next game I'll be testing is going to be Battlefield 4. There are a few weird things to note. I'm pretty much, I don't know what's going on, but when you actually run the game in full window mode, or non-window but full screen, there's some kind of weird issue. I don't know what the deal is. It just, your cursor disappears, and so in the menus it's really annoying to operate. Maybe there's a fix out there, maybe not. I don't know. This iMac's been out for 6 months and there's no fix. Probably fix ain't coming. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, let's see here. Let me actually play this game. Alright. Show some real skill. Fuck. So bad. I used to be so good. I actually don't really play this map that much. I stopped playing Battlefield 3 at around the last 2 expansions. I haven't even played. So it's kind of cool to see the game. Keep in mind though that Battlefield 3 is going to run a lot better than Battlefield 4. Probably like 20% better, just because the graphics aren't as good. I mean, they're pretty much comparable depending on how you look at it. Let's see here. So bad. Alright, no more talking. I'm just gonna play for at least 5 minutes, and then I'll turn the camera off, and then we'll see whether we won this match or not. And I'll give you a quick recap, tell you if I've felt any weird laggy, glitchiness, or any type of throttling, because a lot of people have reported the throttling. So far, I'm not noticing it in game. I believe it is happening. I have some tools I'm going to use to actually measure that. This tool right over here, pretty awesome. The HWinFo64. I don't know what's up with that weirdo name, but basically what this does is, as you can see, you go to sensor status, and it'll actually tell you pretty much all the temperatures of everything. The CPU, the GPU. It'll show a graph so you can tell whether it's throttling or not. And for the GPU usually at max frequency, I believe, runs at 850. So what we're seeing here is it gets throttled to like sometimes 700. But that doesn't appear to be affecting the game that much. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's see, I'll actually move this off this side right here, so you guys can actually see it. Okay, so yeah, we are running at 105 Celsius. that doesn't really surprise me. That's pretty, I don't know. I don't want to say it's normal, but I mean, that's whatever. I mean, come on, computers run hot for the most part. There's a lot of arguments out there that say if it's running that hot, it's not going to last a long time. You know what? I had the 98 GX2 back in the day when I first won my Intel Extreme Edition processor at PDX LAN. Basically, it's a huge LAN party. I won it on a raffle. It's like $1,000 processor. Sold it. Built myself my first powerful system. Got a 98 GX2. And yeah, that thing ran at literally like 100. I literally think it was running at like 110, 115 Celsius. It was hot. It was pretty hot. And it lasted me like 2 or 3 years. And so people are arguing, well, this thing is running hot. It's not going to last long. You know what? I'm probably going to get a new computer in a year anyway. So whatever. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. But, you know, as a gamer, you kind of tend to get the new models whenever you can. But yeah, as you can see here, GPU clock running at 784. Really no throttling going on here. Nothing too crazy, at least. I mean, it's throttling between like 850 to 784, but you don't notice that in game, and that's the thing. When I was first, you know, hearing about the gaming capabilities of this machine, I literally thought that it would just be terrible. Like, I literally thought that I couldn't game on it. People were saying you're not going to do any kind of 4K gaming. They're wrong, because I'm doing pretty darn good graphics with 4K right now in Windows, and it's running just fine. So people are definitely wrong about that on the Mac forums and on the videos that some people have been making. They just say that it's not possible. They say it's not a gaming machine. Well, they're pretty much wrong, because it actually runs pretty darn good. I've also done testing on League of Legends. You know, obviously that game doesn't take up a lot of power, but that also runs in 4K. I did a little bit of testing in Battlefield 4. I was able to get it to run at 4K with medium to high graphics, which means it's playable. It's not the best, but it works. So we'll show you guys how that goes down in a second here. Let me play the game here just a little bit. Fuckers. Alright, I need to start focusing. It's really hard to like play the game and actually talk about like concepts and stuff. It's like pretty much impossible. I literally have no freaking kills. Well, I have like 2 kills somehow. I don't know how. There you go. But yeah, you know, when you think about it, this game is pretty old, 2013, I believe. Motherfucker, he's on my team! He's shooting at me. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the camera for a little bit. This video's getting extremely long. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna report and tell you if there's any crazy throttling going on. Like I said earlier, take a look at these stats here. Really nothing too crazy going on with that. I mean, staying at 100, 105. This is jumping between 700 to 800. That's pretty normal. I mean, whatever it throttles. I mean, it's got one fucking fan, for Christ's sake. You know, you gotta give it props for at least working. Literally, it literally works. So it's pretty much. All right, so I just joined a server. We just started playing. I'm running at 4K. On a previous map, I was running the game. Let's see. I was running the game at high graphics, and I was getting about 35 to 40 frames to 45 frames on high graphics. Game looks pretty good on high. Now, I'm still running 4K, but I decided to turn the graphics down to medium. And I mean, you know, it's 4K, so it's pretty impressive either way. And the crazy thing is, since I have anisotropic on, I can see the textures from far away. So the interesting thing is, the textures still look super high res, because with 4K resolution, I could see so much more, and with anisotropic, I can see it far away. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to play a game right now. As you can see, frame per second at the top there with fraps. I'm getting about 60 frames or so. Not bad. Sometimes we'll dip into the 50s to 45, but overall, you can totally game on this thing. Yeah. What people tell you, not true. You can totally game on this. Alright, let's see here. So, let's see how far I can get. tank right now, driving around. So one thing I wanted to answer was there's some people who, yes, I'm gonna flat out and say it. They wanted to get an iMac so they could do everything on it. Not just video editing, not just random computing, but games too. Why not? I mean, you're gonna pay quite a lot of money for it. It might as well be able to run games. And the truth of the matter is, it can. It actually can run games. It's not gonna run it like pure amazing, like I don't know, like some kind of crazy gaming rig you can build. Obviously, that's not going to happen here. But the interesting thing is, you can still game on it. And in fact, you can game in 4K in an all-in-one solution, which you can't really get right now. Which, I think that's pretty freaking awesome. I'm a pretty big Battlefield fan, so I figured I'd give this game a shot. And yeah, it's working pretty good. Let's see here. Shit, here he comes. Off-road. Oh god. Alright, I got my Stinger missile. Oh, it looks like he's going down already. What do you know? There he is. Alright, so people ask the question, can it game? It can. And I think you can actually do a pretty fine job considering what it actually is. I mean, an all-in-one solution, you can't really find something that's going to game really well. MSI makes an all-in-one gaming computer, but that thing is fucking ugly, man. Ugh. It's ugly and it's straight up, I don't know, I'm sorry. It's not what I was looking for. I'm pretty sure the sound is going to suck balls. I'm pretty sure it's not going to have a nice screen. That's the thing about gamers. Like, to a certain extent, gamers can be very smart. They can be awesome. But for the last 10 years, we've seen just terrible headphones, and these headphones always break. They're expensive and they're crappy and they're terrible. And it's like this for the consoles and mostly like this for the PC gamers. But PC gamers are a little bit, I don't know, they're a little bit different. So that's why, I got something like this, which actually lasts. It's not the greatest thing ever, but a G35 Logitech's. But literally, like, before that, I would buy all kinds of stupid-ass headphones that would break, and it was terrible. And so the MSI all-in-one gaming computer, it's just not the kind of quality I'm looking for. And we love Apple, that's why we're here. So anyway, yeah, so what I'll tell you, dude, is you can play Battlefield. It's gonna run just fine. I actually ran Battlefield 4 earlier. I'll turn it on in my next review here. But I mean, it plays. It plays freaking good. You can enjoy the game. There's no like crazy throttling that people are talking about. I've seen a little bit of throttling here and there, but it's really not a whole lot. It's like 100 megahertz with the GPU. The GPU can drop to from 850 to like, I don't know, 700, sometimes 680. But for whatever reason, it don't seem to notice this in game at all. It seems to be fairly fluid. A few people online said that could be micro stuttering. Haven't ran into that. So it appears to work pretty good. Oh shit. Got him. Okay. Ooh, knife kill. Surprise, motherfucker. Yeah. Okay. So all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed. When I was gonna buy this iMac, I straight up thought that it was gonna be terrible. Like, everybody online made it seem like it can't really play games. If it does, it's gonna throttle. It's gonna suck. You're gonna play on low. You're not gonna be able to play in 4K. With a little bit of tweaking, you can make it work. And you know what, dude? Everybody who builds a computer, they pretty much tell you, oh, well, you're gonna make a custom computer. You're gonna tweak the video card, the graphics, and all of that. It's like, well, I'm tweaking the graphics here. I'm making it work. It might not be the craziest, setup, but it works. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do some damage. There's a tank out here. I don't actually have any C4 or any rocket launchers. Maybe from a dead body, like this guy, my buddy, might get killed. We'll see. Another thing to note,
Yeah, we've made some compromises here with the graphics, and yeah, they're running on medium, and you can run a medium to high if you want. As long as you play at a smaller, or sorry, as long as you play at this res, you're gonna have to run a medium to high graphics. Um, you can run pretty high graphics at 2560 by 1440. You can pretty much run everything maxed. 1080p, don't even worry about it. This card's powerful enough for that. But another thing I wanted to note is, even though you're running at medium graphics, you actually have the upper hand in this type of gaming scenario, because one, the draw distance is still good, and there's not as much vegetation. It's a little bit different, and you can actually see so much more. You have the upper hand because you could see more detail from farther away, and there's probably a pretty good chance they're not going to see you while you see them. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. Oh, well, Oh, he's dead already. Never mind. Let's see if I can go kill him. Oh, Jesus, man. I got this. Oh, yeah. And one more thing. So, yeah, if you guys want me to test any particular graphics configuration or any particular map or anything like that, let me know. I've played open maps. I've played, indoor maps. They seem to all work pretty well. You're probably more concerned about Battlefield 4, so we'll get to that.